Well, hello. This is the so today what we're going to look at is the things that get Europe into World War One, and we're going to start with with the Russo-Turkish War of 1877 and 1888. Now, this war was fought between Russia and a coalition of countries on the Balkan Peninsula, which include the countries of Bulgaria, Romania, Serbia, and Montenegro. It's going to be fought for two main factors. Number one, Balkan nationalism. And the second is that Russia had lost a bunch of territory around the Black Sea after the Crimean War, and it wants to reestablish itself as a Black Sea power. So the Russian coalition wins the war, pushing the Ottomans all the way back to the gates of Constantinople. And it leads to an intervention by the other Western powers, which are at the time Great Britain, France, Austria Hungary, Italy, and Germany. So this is a map showing the territories here, and you can see. So here's the Ottoman Empire, and Russia is going to want to get back. This is afterwards. Get back this area and have more access to the Black Sea. And the countries we're going to be looking at here, you can see Serbia, Romania, Bosnia, Albania. There's little Montenegro right there. So that war leads to the Berlin Congress, the Congress of Berlin in 1878, and this Congress recognizes the Balkan states that had gained independence after the Russo-Turkish War. So the meeting is going to consist of Europe's six great powers: Russia, Great Britain, France, Austria Hungary, Italy, and Germany, as well as the Ottoman Empire, the losers of the war, and the four Balkan states of Greece, Serbia, Romania, and Montenegro. Now, Serbia and Montenegro had gained independence, but will lose some territory to the Russians and to the Austro-Hungarian Empire at the conference. And Britain is going to use this opportunity to take possession of the island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean, and Bulgaria, which is going to become a semi-independent country. Now, what this is going to mean is that the Russian coalition is going to be deeply disappointed because they signed the Treaty of San Stefano, which had ended the fighting and had given them a lot more territory. And this fighting is going to start to increase tensions between Germany and Russia. And Germany is going to be seen by Russia as anti-Slavic, and it's going to anger Russian and Serbian nationalists. So you're going to have you're going to start this building tension between Russia and between Germany, and especially between Austria-Hungary during the Balkans. Now, in in the background of all of this, there is an Anglo-German naval arms race. So Anglo meaning Great Britain. And it's the policy of the British Navy that it should be the size of the next two largest navies combined. Now, beginning in 1898, Germany begins to expand its navy, and its aim is to build a fleet that would be two-thirds the size of the British Navy. So I think you can start to see the problem here. If Britain has to be as big as the next two navies, and Germany wants to be two-thirds the size of Great Britain, you're going to see this begin to escalate. Now, Germany will not be able to keep up with Britain's ability to build battleships, and so it will switch its tactics instead to include this new technology, the submarine, which is going to play an important role in World Wars I and World War II. Now, next up in the background is the Triple Alliance of 1882. So one of the things that's going to contribute to the war are these alliances, and the Triple Alliance is an alliance between Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. And what this alliance says is that they will give each other mutual support in the event they're attacked by a great power. Specifically, Germany and Austria will assist Italy if it's attacked by France. Remember, France had invaded Italy during the Napoleonic Wars. And in addition, Italy will assist Germany if Germany is attacked by France. And Italy also promises that it will remain neutral in the event that Austria-Hungary and Russia have a war. So that's the Triple Alliance of 1882. Now, another big alliance structure that's going to develop is known as the Entente. And the Entente Cordiale is signed in 1904, and this is an agreement between Great Britain and France. And initially, it's over who gets to control Egypt and Morocco. Egypt is getting to Britain, and they get control of the Suez Canal, even though the French had built it. And Morocco has been given to France for them to govern. Now, this treaty essentially ends 1,000 years of conflict going way back into the Hundred Years' Wars in the Middle Ages between Great Britain and France. And it sets them up both up to be a bulwark against a rising Germany. Now, in eight, in 1905, Great Britain and France begin to have you have the first Moroccan crisis. Now, this is a conflict between France and Germany over how much control France has over Morocco. Now, in March of 1905, Kaiser Wilhelm II, the Tsar of Germany, the Kaiser of Germany, visits Morocco and tours the city of Tangier. And on his tour, he gives a speech claiming that he has come to support the sovereignty of the Sultan of Morocco, which implied a challenge to French influence. This crisis gets settled at the I think it's pronounced the Algeciras conference, which is a port city, and at that conference, only Austria and Hungary support Germany's idea for supporting Moroccan sovereignty. Everybody else says no. France should maintain control. And this conference is going to worsen tensions between France and its allies and Germany and its allies. Up next, we have the Bosnian crisis. So in October 5th of 1908, Austria-Hungary annexes Bosnia and Herzegovina, which had been territories within the Ottoman Empire. And Austria was successful in gaining this territory, but it's going to permanently damage relations between Austria-Hungary and its neighbors, especially Serbia, Italy, and Russia. And the annexation is going to inflame Serbian nationalists, and they will continue to seek to take more territory away from the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And next we have the second Moroccan crisis. So this occurs in April and November of 1911. So France had deployed a substantial number of troops to the interior of Morocco, and Germany is angered by this and responds by putting a gunboat near the port city of Agadir. Now, Great Britain intervenes and calls the situation intolerable, and it's a humiliation. And there's talk of going to war against Germany, and this frightens Germany and it causes it to back down. And the second Moroccan crisis brings Britain and France closer together and continues to make Germany feel isolated and humiliated. Then in 1912, a series of wars begin out in the Balkans. Now, the Balkan states of Greece, Serbia, Montenegro, and Bulgaria will declare war on the Ottoman Empire, and they will end up defeating it and stripping the Ottomans of about 83% of their European territories. And it also will create the independent country of Albania, which will anger the Serbs. Now, during the war, Christian communities had forced Muslim Turks to flee their homes or had even just killed them. There's all kinds of ethnic cleansing going on as Christian groups are going to see people who are Muslim as aligned with the Turks, and they want to get rid of the influence of the Ottoman Empire. Now, in 1913, Bulgaria is angry about what it gets from the First Balkan War, and so it attacks its former allies of Serbia and Greece. Serbia and Greece are able to form an alliance and repel the Bulgarian offense, and they are then counterattacked by Romania, who Bulgaria had been fighting. Now, the Ottomans see this as an opportunity and join in to try to gain some of their territories lost in the First Balkan War, but they are repulsed and they have to abandon much the rest of their territories in Europe. And up next is the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. So on June 28th, 1914, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophie are assassinated by the Bosnian Serb named Gavrilo Princip in the city of Sarajevo. Now, Princip was part of a group known as the Black Hand, which was a Serbian nationalist group that had received support from the Serbian government. And Austria-Hungary is going to get incredibly angry by this assassination. It's going to lead to what becomes known as the July Crisis. So, following the assassination, Austria-Hungary is going to blame Serbia because they had supported groups like the Black Hand and had sought essentially to take over Serbia as penalty for their assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Now, Germany is going to encourage Austria's desire to just go ahead, declare war, let's take over Serbia, because Germany knows that it's ready for war now, and it doesn't think that Serbia's great ally and protector, Russia, will be able to mobilize in time. Meanwhile, France and Russia had reaffirmed their alliance and had agreed to support Serbia in the event of a war with Austria-Hungary. Now, Austria-Hungary will take its ultimatum to Serbia, and Russia will begin to secretly mobilize because they know they're not ready for war, and it's going to need to take them more time to get ready. Well, in the meantime, as this is happening, Great Britain comes in and says, "Hey guys, we can mediate this conflict. Let's not go to a war over Bosnia Herzegovina. It's not going to work." By July 28th of 1914, Austria is going to declare war on Serbia. And that is going to lead Russia on July 30th to declare a general mobilization, which means they are getting ready to go to war. Germany will then respond by mobilizing its army. And on August 1st, it will declare war on Russia. On August 2nd, Germany will declare war on France. On August 4th, Germany will declare war on Belgium, and it will begin to invade. And when Germany invades neutral Belgium, Britain will declare war on Germany, and we are off to the races to World War I. And the legacy of this war will be profound. It will affect every single thing in world history. We'll see new countries created. We'll see it will wreck the ideas of arts and music. People will Europe basically commits suicide in World War One, and it's so tragic, and the results are so bad that within 10 years, Europe will go and repeat this horrible battle all over again.